What's your story of how you started reselling? Because for me, it happened completely by mistake. It all started with wanting to spend time with my wife. You see, my wife not only has her full-time job, but she's also in the middle of completing her master's program. And so we went to our favorite place on earth, South by Southwest. And if you've frequented South by before, then you know that not only are you being wined and dined with free drinks and free shows and concerts, but you're also given so much swag, promotional items that you can only get by attending South by Southwest. And not everyone is able to make it out to Austin. And so these pieces are very highly sought after. So what did I do? Instead of just getting the swag that I just throw into a box and never use again, I put it all up for sale and made a few $100s by just selling those basic items. And that's when the light bulb went off. This was so easy. Why am I not doing this? And what's a goal that I can create to be able to kind of track? Now, this was in June. At that time, my wife and I had just bought our vacation to go to Mexico in December. That's something that we love doing. We've been doing it now this will be our 5th year. And so every year we have to figure out how are we going to budget for it? What are we going to do in order to take care of that? Well, I said, let's do this. Let's see how we can, how much money we can make reselling to be able to pay for this trip. Of course, my wife was like, go for it. Have at it. She knows that if I put my mind to it, I will occupy myself like crazy. And so all I needed her was to say, go for it. And it was great because my wife loves to thrift. And so thus our journey began. We started going to Goodwills, we started buying things, and through trial and error and through many things that will happen over time that I'll share with you in different segments, our newfound passion in reselling began. I'm now venturing into reselling cards. That's a whole nother chapter that I'll get into with you all one day. But I guess the point of that was to share with you a little bit about me and how reselling came to me and how it has become one of the best things ever. And now in 2025, it's not necessarily about how do we pay for the next vacation. It's more so, how do we pay for bigger things, right? Like our vehicles, or how do we set ourselves up for financial freedom one day? I think these are all possible. The space is so large and it's ever growing. And what's even more awesome is that while I find that I do well selling shoes and sports apparel, and my wife has a good eye for buying a lot of items as well, there are so many resellers out there who have content, who are good at selling things that I have no idea about, like jeans, for example. There are so many jeans out there. How do you find the right pair? And when you do find the right pair, oh my goodness, they sell for a lot of money. That's just one example of the many different things that people do. What about VHS tapes? What about VCRs? I mean, it's so robust. So not only will I be starting to venture into those items, but I'll also be sharing with you my failures, because along the way, we have unfortunately gotten too excited and bought in things that had some rips, had some bleach stains, or maybe we're not just completely genuine products. Maybe we're knockoffs. It's never fun to learn these things, but through this process, we're getting better and better. And so please follow our journey. Please like and subscribe. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or please share with me, more importantly, how you got into thrifting, because I'm so curious. Thanks for watching. I'll take care. Whenever she has that time between homework and work and resting, she likes to go shop. Retail therapy. Understood. Sometimes, though, maybe she just wants to peruse, and so she'll go to Goodwill, or she'll go to Ross or Marshall's or Burlington. And, because of the fact that there was difficult times that we could make to just spend together, because weekends typically are catching up with friends or family or other obligations. And so I said, okay, let's life hack this, right? Let's use time management, and let me just go with you to make these returns. Let me go with you to these stores. And while I thought I was doing a good thing, I was actually creating a new problem, because the new problem was, yes, we're spending time together, which is wonderful, but I'm ready to go now. What time are we leaving? Are you almost done? Not a good thing for a husband to tell their wife, especially when they're there for therapeutic purposes. Maybe not necessarily there to shop or buy anything. Maybe just more so to peruse, like I said, and maybe you happen to find a good deal.